touching my back!
Oh, I thought you were hugging a boy.
Why would I be hugging a boy? I'm 7. I don't have a boyfriend.
Well, I thought you were talking to a boy because it's almost Valentine's Day.
It is?
Yeah.
Let's learn about Valentine's Day! Let's learn about Valentine's Day.
You may think that Valentine's Day is all about store-bought cards, roses, and chocolates, but you might be surprised by some of the fun facts and history behind Valentine's Day.
If you're a fan of the holiday or not, we think it's worth learning a little bit about.
Valentine's Day is celebrated widely in the United States, but it is not a federal holiday.
And other countries and places around the world celebrate it too.
Valentine's Day is mostly celebrated by people who are in love. This includes couples that are married or dating. Children celebrate the day as well with cards of friendship and usually candy.
Let's first learn the history of Valentine's Day.
So why was Valentine a saint?
No one is quite sure where the origins of Valentine's Day first come from. There were at least 3 Saint Valentines that date back to the early Catholic Church who were martyrs. What we believe is the Saint Valentine that we refer to for the reason Valentine's Day is based around love is for this particular Valentine. Somewhere around 200 AD, Roman Emperor Claudius was having trouble recruiting men into his army. To combat this, he said that nobody could be married. However, a priest named Valentine continued performing secret marriages behind Claudius's back. When Claudius found out about these secret marriages, he sentenced the priest to death. According to the legend, the night before his death, the priest wrote a letter to his jailer's daughter, Julia, and signed it, "From your Valentine." He was buried on February 14th. Allegedly, when Valentine was buried, Julia planted almond and pink blossoms beside his grave, symbolizing lasting friendship and love.
There was another Saint Valentine who served as a pope for 40 days in 827 AD. Actually, Valentine's Day could easily have been named after any one of them.
During the 1300s, Valentine's Day was associated with the idea of love and romance. Another interesting fact is that a bird's mating season falls in February, which is why doves are often associated with love.
In 1537, King Henry VIII declared February 14th a holiday. He was married 6 times to 6 different wives. He must love Valentine's Day.
The day became associated with romance sometime in the Middle Ages. In the 1300s, English poet Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a poem that linked the day with love. This likely was the beginning of celebrating love on this day.
So how do people celebrate Valentine's Day?
In 18th century England, Valentine's Day was celebrated in the way we still do today.
Couples began exchanging gifts, flower, cards, and candies to express their love.
Quinn, I have candy. Do you want some?
Not from you!
Not from you!
From my boyfriend.
In the 18th century, sending romantic cards on Valentine's Day became very popular. People made decorative handmade cards with ribbons and lace. They also began to use hearts and cupids as decorations.
By the late 19th century, Richard Cadbury released the first Valentine's Day candy box.
Not counting the letter that Valentine gave to Julia the night before he was executed, the first exchange of a Valentine's Day card was sent during the 1700s. But it was not until the 1840s when cards and letters for this day became mass-produced. The holiday spread to the United States, and in 1847, the first mass-produced Valentine's cards were made by entrepreneur Esther Howland.
Did you know that Valentine's Day is the second most popular day for sending cards and letters next to Christmas? Wow.
On many cards, people sign with an X by their names, which is commonly believed to be the symbol of a kiss. I'm sure you guys might be wondering about this. Check our Instagram to find out. We'll make sure to link it down in the description.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I would love it. Can you subscribe?
It is believed that the X became a symbol for a kiss in medieval times, when those who couldn't write or spell signed their name as an X and kissed it to show good faith. Ever hear the expression, he or she wears their heart on their sleeve? Well, in the Middle Ages, it was tradition to pick names from a bowl and then pin the name to someone's sleeve during the week of Valentine's Day. That's where we get the expression. Here's another cute fact. You know how you see that chubby little angel Cupid on many cards and Valentine's Day decorations? Well, Cupid was the Roman god of desire and affection and the son of Venus. What about roses? The red rose is known as the flower of love. It is believed that the tradition of giving red roses for Valentine's Day is because of the Greek mythology goddess Aphrodite.
Aphrodite is the goddess of love, beauty, and pleasure.
However, it is also said the red rose was the favorite flower of Venus, the Roman goddess of love. Carnations, chrysanthemums, and gardenias also symbolize love and romance.
Did you know that 189 million roses are sold in the United States on Valentine's Day? 189 million? That's so rosy.
And believe it or not, did you know that 15% of those roses are women sending flowers to themselves?
Wait. Well, then what about chocolate?
I'ma throw it to you, okay?
That's a good question, Quinn. Actually, in the 1800s, doctors would many times prescribe chocolate as a method of treatment for those who had been disappointed in love. And this is because chocolate actually contains happy-making chemicals like tryptophan.
So that's why millions of dollars are spent on chocolate each Valentine's Day in the United States.
Besides flowers, chocolates, and cards, jewelry is another commonly given gift on February 14th.
And we can't forget about Valentine's Day cards.
Valentine's Day is the second most popular holiday for greeting cards, right behind Christmas.
But did you know that among all people who receive Valentine's Day cards, it's believed that teachers might get the most?
Think about it. If every student gives their teacher a Valentine's Day card, that's 20 to 30 cards per teacher.
Handwritten Valentine's cards have been around since the Middle Ages, but the idea of exchanging Valentine's cards with sweethearts the way that we do today began in Victorian England. By the 1800s, paper Valentines were being mass-produced in factories complete with lace and bows. You didn't have to hand-make cards anymore if you didn't want to. Whew.
Whoa, hey, guess what? This year, more than 150 to 200 million greeting cards will be purchased for Valentine's Day, according to the Greeting Card Association. And this doesn't even include the packs of Valentine's Day card kits that children bring to school.
If you include these cards as well, that number is closer to 1 billion.
So here are some final fun facts we learned about Valentine's Day. Ready? Here they are.
Around 85% of the Valentine's Day cards are purchased by women. 73% of the flowers are purchased by men.
February 14th is the most popular day for marriage proposals.
The most popular gift on Valentine's Day are flowers, followed next by chocolates and jewelry.
It is estimated that $2 billion are spent on flowers for Valentine's Day each year.
Ever wonder why the color red and hearts are the symbol of Valentine's Day? Red is the color of blood. It was once believed that the heart, which is the body's organ that pumps all of our blood, is the part of the body that the feeling of love came from. And for our final fact, did you know that the oldest known Valentine's Day card is on display at the British Museum in London? It dates back to the 1400s. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Hey, did you like this video?
Hey, did you learn something new?
Then don't forget to
Sub and smash that like button.
and we'll see you on the next Hey, Guess What?